As if. As if we cannot kill the trees and rend the fields quite fast enough, let us rain bombs down upon them and kill all the animals too. As if some families do not find life hard enough already, let us shoot their men and rape the women, even as their children watch. As if the living was easy in some land of mythic plenty, existing only in our minds, let us take away the breadwinners and leave their families in need. As if there were enough of everything and resources knew no limits, let us build expensive killing machines, which will then simply destroy. As if the people's God were beyond any reproach, let us show them by our acts how little he really cares. As if our collective mortality were so powerful and clear, let us ask them to kill without emotion and then go on home to their families. As if there were a purpose and meaning to our acts, let the victors twist their wanton campaigns into a glorious history. As if the doctors and nurses had cured and healed all the sick here at home, let us send them far away to mend those maimed in pointless slaughter. As if we could rationalize such things to ourselves, let us frame an answer to the children who cry for their missing fathers. As if the best training consists of thoroughly brainwashing, let us call brave those who bomb villages in safety from 30,000 feet above. As if there could be a justification for our brutal actions, let us hide truth from our people and disinform both enemies and allies alike. As if there were no hungry children roaming city streets, let us grant fat military contracts instead of building schools. As if all of our men were far too healthy and strong, let us send many home, missing legs, hands, or eyes. As if we were a peaceful people who could succor and would cure, let veterans be turned out as drug addicts or violent alcoholics. As if our society already cares for all its lost and its downtrodden, let us orphan their children and give their mothers a token flag. As if we had a surplus of food and no aged widows going hungry, let us burn the fields and destroy the farms. As if the songbirds were not enough to fill the air, let us drown them out with the awful shriek of artillery shells. As if the flowers did not add enough color to the valleys of our homeland, let us dye them red from the shrapnel, the bullets, the bombs, and the blood. As if we were no longer had minds of our own, let us all think as one the thoughts provided by our great leaders. As if every man, woman, and child of our enemy were Satan in the flesh, let us dehumanize them, that we may rejoice in their terrible suffering. As if the air were far too clean and too clear, let us fill it with the smoke and the ghastly stench of destruction. As if the bridges, roads, and factories were cheap and easily replaced, let us burn them and bomb them and build them once again. As if reality could be found in our repeated rationalizations, let us rise again to reduce our lands once more to ashes. As if our boys were born with quite enough potential anger, let us steep them in hatred and praise them for their violence. As if they needed any real excuse or reason to go off to the killing, let the media extol the virtues of any and all of our wars. As if all of our leaders would go if only they could, let us speak of the honor in dying of horrible wounds in far-off lands. As if we had not used them callously in pursuit of our unspoken greedy aims, let us thank them for their service, but deny them their tiny disability pensions. As if they are only helping us to act in self-defense, let our greatest scientists create new implements of death and destruction. As if we believed that we would never use them, let us hold biological and chemical weapons and many neutron bombs. As if our disputes had sprung from just and noble causes, let us swell with righteousness and swear to kill them all. As if we were all part of some heavenly team, let us rush forward as one, united by our common wish to see them all dead. As if the days allotted any of us were really none too short, let us gamble with their young lives before they have learned enough to refuse. As if by killing by remote control were the same as real bravery, let us glorify the video games which guide our giant bombs. As if the animals were a party to our disputes here on earth, let us burn their habitats that our enemies might have no place to hide. As if the needy had a voice in our war decisions, let us praise them from a distance, but put them closest to the bullets. As if we could find no real meaning in our families, our homes, and our crafts, let us extol that greater truth that exists out there in those killing fields.